everyone, Melissa here, and I'm coming in on this Tuesday to give you a little inspiration around setting intentions and how to look for the evidence. So I'm excited to bring you this message. It actually came up in a conversation that I've been having with my accountability partner, and it's been something we've been doing all along, setting our intentions, and today it just really resonated that it was a great Facebook Live to offer those of you who are not in an accountability or have an accountability partner, but it is something that you can do yourself and be able to really set intentions moving forward and allowing yourself to align with the energy and the flow. So again, I'm Melissa Kirkpatrick, the business and life coach that is helping you to build your lighthouse in the bedrock. And I'm super excited that you're here. And if you're watching the replay, drop that you're watching the replay below. I also encourage you to invite others to come watch these videos. They just need to opt into the group, and then all this free training will be there just for them. So let's talk about intentions. There's a difference between intentions and goals. So a goal is something that you set in order to achieve that. So it's actually a framework. It gives you a future outlook. It's something you want to achieve, whether it's lose weight, get a new job, a better relationship, planning for your kids' college, buying a new home. All of those are goals. And we set those up with our vision boards and we get really excited about it. And the thing that happens then is it kind of gets stale. It just kind of sits there. And then we start beating ourselves up thinking that I'm not good enough because I'm not accomplishing my goals. I'm not getting to where I want to be. But as you all know, it's about the journey, not necessarily the destination. So what happens with intentions? So the intentions is a feeling that goes into what you want, what you desire. And oftentimes we forget that we have the choice on how we're going to feel each day. And so when you think about intentions, I've got some notes, so I'm looking down here. They have no limits. You can set any intention just by speaking out what it is you want to have, what you want to call in. So I can set the intention that someone will call me, or someone will invite me out to have coffee, or I can set the intention that I'm going to get my laundry done today, or I'm going to start meal prepping and planning. All of those things are intentions. And what it's to do is to raise your vibration. It's an emotional exchange with yourself. But I'm going to tell you some other ways that you can set intentions that have a little more clarity. So what happens when you're not in alignment with setting intentions or setting your desires in motion? Oftentimes we're constantly replaying something that's happened. Maybe you had a business meeting and you keep replaying what was said and how people acted or how they responded. Or maybe you're constantly thinking about how you want to present yourself or show up. You're not really engaging in the moment, whether you're out for dinner or out at a party. You're always thinking about what can I say next? What are people going to think? Like all of that is an emotional roller coaster and vortex that you put yourself in. But by setting the intention prior to the event or even prior to starting your day, before you get out of bed in the morning, you can set an intention. So let me read some of these some of these notes that I wrote down here. So one of the things with intentions is being able, I said they're limitless. So the idea behind that is to get yourself grounded, to set an intention that's going to ground you in the moment. It helps you to reconnect to you, to who you are, what your values are, what your characteristics are, what you really treasure in life, what means most to you. So when you say, I'm going to set an intention, you're reconnecting and grounding. It also helps you focus energy with inside of you, not the things outside of you that happen. Focus the energy inside of you by setting those intentions. And then the intent is to feel this as much as you possibly can throughout the day, constantly reminding yourself that you set the intention of how you want it to feel and the outcome for your day. When we open our minds and our hearts to this type of thinking, we actually eliminate a lot of different garbage that shows up. We start thinking differently. We start acting differently. We start walking and talking differently because it's all coming from a heart space that's not letting our minds run away with it. It's connecting the two together. And it's been said, when you set intentions, you actually are more productive throughout your day. And I'm going to vouch to say that's true because since I've been doing the accountability programs with different clients, I get double the work because I'm working with multiple people. So it allows me to really see how the intention is not only for myself, but for my clients as well. So when we voice an intention, start your day with that, as I mentioned earlier, and it takes you out of the mind problem. So when you think about that, if you're going to set an intention to release the problem and set up yourself for maybe a better solution that you're not sure what it looks like because you don't know what it is, but you definitely know what the problem is. So we want to eliminate the problem and align with that solution. And then how you intend to feel is really in igniting that magic. So there were some things that I wanted to share that I found a really good list of ways that you can set intentions. One of the things that I set an intention with, which has been really great for me personally, because as you know, I've rebranded. I've got the lighthouse with the butterfly. Half of it's the framework. The other part of it's filled in. And I'm just super excited about the whole creation of this new brand. But butterflies and lighthouses obviously mean a lot to me. So what I do is, and I don't even have to say it just happens. So the intention is anytime I see a butterfly or anytime I see a lighthouse, I'm going to call back in to see where I am, like just to see what's going on in that moment. How do I feel? And you will be surprised when you set an intention. Maybe it's a frog or maybe it's a squirrel or whatever you want to set that intention. When I see this particular thing, object, I want to do what? And for me, I want to feel in what am I feeling in that moment? So watching TV, there was a girl who had butterflies all over her shirt. Watching another television show, in this collage of things, there was a little butterfly that was a part of that collage. Today, I'm scrolling through Facebook and there's a lighthouse with a post that goes along with it. So I'm seeing them everywhere because I'm zeroed in on it. Just like the car that you buy, you were thinking no one else had that particular brand, make, or model, and now you see them everywhere because you're in touch with those intentions are alive. It's a feeling inside of you that you love that car so much. Now you see it everywhere. So try that, for instance. Find something that you want to see in your awareness throughout the day and see how often it shows up and track the evidence. This is a great way to get started because you can even use like a cup of coffee. So every time you see someone drinking coffee on TV or you're on a Zoom call, look how many people are picking up their coffee cups and drinking their coffee, tea, or whatever's in their cup. I don't know. Somebody might have even something harder in there. But yeah, you'll just start noticing those things. So when you can align with that, then you're on point. Now you're ready. You're ready to set some even bigger intentions. So this list, as I said, is I think going to be really helpful. There was 10 things that they listed on here. So the first one was I would wake up in the morning and I would say to myself out loud, preferably because you get more, it's more engaging when you do it like that. So my intention is to find clarity. So maybe I'm struggling with something and I don't know what the right answer or the right next best move is or what I should do next. And I can set that intention I set the intention to find clarity. I want to set the intention to open my heart and my mind. I want to set the intention to achieve inner peace or just peace. I set the intention to stay steady, calm, and focused. Now, this is really good when you're getting ready to maybe launch a big product or go into a big sales meeting or just, have a deep conversation with your spouse or your kids. I set the intention to stay steady, calm, and focused, right? Oh, yes. I set the intention to act and be courageous. I set the intention to embrace all change. Boy, we had to do that last year, didn't we? I set the intention to give and receive love. I set the intention to allow myself to be vulnerable. That's a big one. I set my intention to connect with others. I set my intention to accept myself. And then you can even add, I set the intention for forgiveness. And so whatever that intention is that you want to set up for yourself to start the day, really align it with how you're feeling. I want to be joyful. I set the intention to be happy. I set the intention to see the goodness in everyone. I set the intention to really love the deliciousness of life. I set the intention, because what's going to happen is you're going to be that good finder. You're going to find that intention if you connect it deep enough in that heart space so that you can see the evidence is there. So going back to the butterfly or the lighthouse or the cup of coffee, I set the intention that every time I see someone drinking a cup of coffee or holding a coffee mug, I'm going to say to myself, I love myself. I deeply and completely love myself. You can play with it. You can have fun. If it's about maybe losing weight or getting fit or healthy, set the intention that every time you see something, you're going to drop to the floor and do 10 push-ups or you're going to do a 1-minute plank. Like the intention can have evidence. And that's what you want to create as well. Now, if you're not sure what the evidence is, then the intention is, I want to have ease and flow. I want to have love and grace. I want to have the intention of this. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions or comments about that, drop it below. I'll put these in the comments as well so that you can have that. But I really encourage you, start today of waking up every morning. You can start tonight. You don't even have to wait till the morning to set your intentions so that you can get the clarity for what your day is and continue to reach for that higher feeling, that good and better vibration instead of staying down here in the problems and the sadness and the just not knowing. It's up to you to make those conscious decisions, using the conscious decision and conscious language by setting intentions that are even going to get you more productive and get you to your goals even faster is how we play the game. That's the matrix. So as always, my friend, I hope this is in service to you. I'm sending you tons of love and lots of light. This is all for now, but I'm excited to keep bringing you these messages. And if there's anything that you really need to learn about or want to know more about, private message me or drop it below. Have an amazing rest of your evening. Thank you, Tina, for being a part of this, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.